You're setting all these goals for the new year, you have all these plans, but for some reason, deep down inside, you don't truly believe that they can really even happen. It's because you don't trust yourself, and here's why.
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different.
What's up, you guys? It's Kay and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we will be talking about the importance of self-trust in accomplishing your goals for 2024 or whatever year you're in when you're watching this. We are going to be talking about the reason why your previous years, your goals or your resolutions may not have came into fruition and how you can change that for the new year. So if you are interested and you like videos like this, definitely be sure to keep watching. And if you are new here, definitely be sure to subscribe to my channel, leave a like, leave a comment, show some love. And with that being said, let's just go ahead and hop on into this video. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. Y'all, I had to write notes for this video because this is something that I have honestly struggled with for so long, and honestly something that I truly do know that if you get a grasp on this, you will literally change your life. We will change our lives, okay? I'm right here on the journey with you, sis. We're gonna change it. We're gonna change the dynamic. We're gonna change the trajectory. We're going to change our lives in 2024. Claim it. It's yours. It's done. Have you ever gone into a new year wanting things to go a certain way or setting New Year's goals or resolutions, or even if it was just a new month, even if it was just a new week? Have you ever gone into a season of newness and wanted more out of your life, or wanted more out of your job or your career, or just wanted more? Have you ever gone into that season setting goals and having ideas of how you wanted to go and really just found yourself falling not only short, but completely off? Like you just kind of just threw your goals away and said, oh, that's just not happening this year, or that's just not happening this month, that's just not happening, and we're gonna forget about it. Okay, have you ever had that feeling? Because I know for me, I definitely have had that feeling. It's hard when you know that you are made and you're destined for more, and for some reason in reality, in the physical, you're just not living up to that. I'm here to say that it's not just because you are not good enough. It definitely isn't because it's not meant for you or you can't have whatever you want, because you can literally have whatever you want out of this life, okay? That is something that you really want to ingrain within your subconscious, is that I can have anything that I want out of this life. All of my greatest and truest desires are mine for the taking. The issue is, more than likely, you didn't stick with the habits and the systems that are necessary to achieve that goal long enough to see it come into fruition. By not sticking with the daily habits and routines and systems that are needed to actually achieve your goals, what you did unknowingly and subconsciously is you actually, each time you didn't pull through with something that you needed to do in order to get to where you wanted to be, you broke down that trust within yourself. You didn't realize it, something that happened kind of silently, but each time you said you were gonna go to the gym and you didn't, you broke down trust within yourself. Each time you said you were gonna wake up at 6 or 7 a.m. and you didn't, you broke down trust within yourself. Each time you said you were going to film that video, become a content creator, and you didn't, you broke down trust within yourself, okay? Trust is the foundation of any relationship. So if you don't have trust within yourself, there is literally no way that you can get to where you want to go, because you don't even trust yourself to get yourself there. And this is something that happens over time. It happens gradually. It's not something that just happens one time, but the more that you don't do what you say you're going to do, the more that you break down that trust. Another thing that you're doing when you're not following through with what you say that you want to do or what you say that you're going to do is you're reconfirming your old identity of the person that doesn't do those things, and the person that doesn't have those things that you want, the person that doesn't live the lifestyle that you want to live. You're reconfirming that old self. So we're going to kind of dive into the trust. We're going to dive into the identity. We're going to dive into all these things, because all these things are how we're going to literally be able to hit these goals that we have for ourselves this month, this year. The most important and key thing that I want you to take away from what I'm saying right now in this moment, if you want your life to change, if you want any aspect of your life to change, you have to build and create an identity that is the person that will receive those things or that will live that lifestyle. You have to quite literally become what you want before it gets to you. It feels backwards, but that's just the way that it is. For example, if you are a smoker and you want to stop smoking, when people ask you, hey, do you want to smoke? Instead of your response being, no, I'm trying not to smoke anymore. I'm trying, to not, do that. I'm trying to, turn a new leaf. Instead of that being your response, in order for you to actually create change, your response should be, no, I'm not a smoker. Do you see the difference between those? Like, it's a very subtle difference, but it's a huge difference maker in actually becoming and really just changing your life. Like, just being completely real. You becoming and identifying with the person that has or that is or that drives or that is in that career. Like, you becoming that person is such a pivotal part of this whole process. So if you don't take anything away, please take that. So if you created that vision board, good for you. If you wrote down those goals, good for you. That is literally step one, okay? Now what I want you to do is I want you to take each and every single goal that you have and break it down into actionable steps. Break those goals down into a plan that you can actually execute each and every single day. With this, the smaller you break these goals down, the better, okay? You want to break your goals down into bite-sized portions, things that you can do on a daily basis. Okay, so take me for example. Say I want to become an even bigger content creator this year and reach more people, grow a bigger audience, grow a bigger community of people that are supporting me and riding with me. What we need to do with that goal is break it down, because honestly, when you have big goals and big dreams, which if you're watching this video, I know a lot of people have big goals and big dreams. I mean, who dreams small anyway? We have all these big goals and we have all these big dreams, and they can be overwhelming. It can be overwhelming to a point of like feeling completely paralyzed. And I know that for me, like, I have had so many times in my life where I've looked at my dreams, I've looked at my goals, and I've gotten so overwhelmed that I literally just went to my bed and took a nap. Like, I've had days where I've had so much on my plate and I'm like, you know what? It's time for a nap. I know I can't be the only one, okay? That is what our goals will literally do. They will overwhelm us to the point of literally feeling completely crippled, completely demotivated, and just quite frankly, frightened by our own dreams and our own goals. If I want to become a content creator, what's the first thing that I need to do? I need to create content. I need to become a reliable person when it comes to putting myself out there, when it comes to sharing value and giving value to the world, when it comes to creating content. With that being said, okay, what is it going to take for me to create content? Okay, well, maybe I need to wake up a little bit earlier each day. Make sure I have the right equipment, make sure I have the right setup, make sure I have the right lighting. Maybe I need to plan my content and just sit down and literally know what I'm going to be filming before I even sit down to film. Maybe I need to just plan a little bit more, but there are bite-sized things that I can be doing each and every single day that not only are going to get me closer to my goal, but are going to get me closer to really believing in myself, really trusting myself again, really regaining that trust, really identifying with the person, again, that I want to be, with the person that does have those millions of followers, with the person that does have that luxurious and beautiful life. I'm doing things each and every single day, whether it's as small as finding content that I'm inspired by and, watching people that are in the place that I want to be or create the content that I would like to create. Like, no matter how big or small it is, you want to make sure that you are doing little things each and every single day that are affirming your new identity that you're going to be creating. Doing this is really going to help with rebuilding that trust. See, the thing about trust is it takes so long to build up and it takes a second to tear down. So if you have gotten to a point where you realize, hey, I don't even trust myself to follow through with the things that I set in front of me, it's okay. That trust can be rebuilt, but it will take time and it will take repetition. So that leads me to my next point. Let's talk about the secret recipe for success. The real secret to success is that there is no secret. The cliche things that you hear, keep going, be persistent, believe in yourself. Those are the things that actually do create success. Think about the most successful person that you know, like in your mind, in your world. Who is someone that you think of and you literally think, oh my God, that person is the epitome of success. Would love to, get to that point in my life where I genuinely feel that, because everybody's definition of success is going to look different. So who is that successful person to you? No matter what industry they're in, no matter what they do, that person, I promise you, just number one, maintained a high level of self-discipline and repetition. They put the reps in, okay? It's the same exact formula for wanting to improve your physique, wanting to improve your body. For example, in the gym, you cannot wake up on day one and say, oh my God, why do I look the exact same after you did one workout? It just doesn't work that way. And fundamentally, I think we all understand that kind of process. It is the same exact thing for success in any industry, in any field that you're in. This is something that is literally across the board, just necessary. Discipline and repetition. That's literally it. If you can maintain discipline in your life and you can literally do the same thing consistently over and over and over, and having patience in that waiting period between what you're doing and the outcome that you're looking for, because it's not going to be instant, it's not going to be overnight. No matter how success looks in other people's lives, it's never overnight. There has always and there will always be that period of underground work. For example, if you have a seed or if you have a plant, there is that level of underground rooting that nobody sees, that is happening, is very real, is literally happening. We just cannot see it, but it's happening. The work is being put in. And when it sprouts, I want you to understand that when that sprouts, when you see that first light of success, 9 times out of 10, there has been weeks and months and even years of work that has been put in before that even first light of success, before that first bud sprouts out of the ground. And that work and that discipline is what I want you to focus on in this new year. Having your goals is perfectly fine, okay? I'm not saying don't have goals. What I'm saying is focus this year on the systems. Focus this year on the habits that it's going to take in order for you to create those goals and to see them into fruition, because if not, the goals will never happen. And if so, if you are focused on the systems, the goals will have no choice. They will be inevitable. They will have no choice but to come into reality. And that's that is the point that I'm trying to make, and that is what's going to rebuild that trust within yourself. You're going to start trusting yourself even more. You're going to start loving yourself again. You're going to regain that confidence just by you simply doing the things that you say that you're going to do. If you say you're going to wake up at 5 a.m., when the time comes and when that alarm hits, literally open your eyes, be grateful for a new day, and say, you know what, I might not feel like doing this, but this is just what we do. This is who we are now. And that's it. That's that, okay? Winning the battle against yourself each and every single day, because at the end of the day, it's you versus you. Nobody's gonna care more about your goals than you. Nobody's gonna care more about your success than you. Nobody physically can, because they have to care about themselves. They have to care about their own goals as well. So this is such a you versus you. This is such a personal journey, and I think that is one of the most important journeys. And I truly believe that self-discipline is self-love at its core. We can do the, face mask, and we can have the bubble baths, and we can get the massages all day. That's self-love too. But at the end of the day, doing things that are uncomfortable in the moment, doing things that you may not want to do in the moment, but you know are going to help you in the long run, That is self-love, because not only are you doing what you said you were going to do, but you're also doing it for someone who may not be you right now. You're doing it for your future self. You're doing it so that in 5 years, you can look back on who you are today and say, wow, I'm so proud of her. I am so grateful for the work that she put in when she didn't know what was going to come out of it, when she couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm so grateful for that person who put that work in and it created this life that I get to live now. Like, that's the reality that I'm working to create. In 5 years, I want to be able to say, wow, like, I'm so proud of her, you know? I don't want to look back on myself from today, from 2024, and say, wow, I wish I would have started that YouTube channel when I had the idea. I wish I would have started that business when it actually came into my mind. I wish I would have just stayed consistent with what I was already doing. I wish I would have just trusted myself a little bit more and continued to build that trust within myself so that I could see those goals that I have still sitting on my desk and still sitting on my vision board, still sitting on my mood boards. I wish I would have been more consistent and just did it. Something that you have to understand in this season is that God truly does live through all of us. The Spirit of the living God is living through each and every single one of our lives. And with that being said, on a deeper level, if you don't have trust in yourself, that means that you also are lacking in trust in God. I don't know, when I think about that, it really just, it convicts me. It makes me just have to take a step back and say, like, why do I not believe in myself? Why am I not as confident in myself and my abilities as I could be? It just reflects that you may be lacking in your trust in God as well. This is also a very spiritual journey in terms of, gaining and regaining that trust within yourself. It's a very spiritual journey as well. So simultaneously, as I'm personally focusing on, my goals and the systems that I need to, achieve those, I'm also implementing systems and habits into my life of growing my spirituality, growing in my relationship with God, growing in all areas of life. Know that you literally have everything that you need within you to create the life that you've always wanted. Everything that you want is sitting on the other side of your consistency. It's sitting on the other side of that discipline. It's sitting on the other side of rebuilding that trust within yourself. It's there. It's there. It's always been here. You're waiting on God, but God already gave it to you. He's waiting on you. So what are we doing? Everyone's dreams, everyone's goals are going to look completely different, but that is the beauty of it all. You don't understand how important your goals really are. Like, they truly are important. Like, your desires are given to you by God. That is the only reason why you have the desires that you have, is because God has shown you maybe someone who's had the success that you want to see, or he's shown you a vision of how your life could be or how you want your life to be. Like, God is giving you these desires because they are meant to come into fruition, and they're not just about you. They can actually inspire and help and be connected to so many other lives in ways that you probably don't even understand fully yet. But when they happen, you're gonna say, oh my God, this was always so much bigger than me. And at the end of the day, the world needs you. The world needs someone like you. There was no one like you on this earth. That is something that I have had to just come to terms with and just understand. Being yourself is literally your superpower, okay? Being yourself comes with knowing yourself and growing yourself and trusting yourself. And regaining that trust is only possible with spending time with yourself, sitting in silence, learning who you are. It's kind of like strengthening a muscle. You have to work at it each and every single day. You have to be intentional about it and start doing the things that you say that you want to do. You know what that is. I don't know what that is, but I know that there's someone out there that you've been wanting to do something for so long. Tell yourself yes. Start showing up for yourself each and every single day. rebuild that trust within yourself. Set goals, small micro goals, things that you can do so easily. You don't even understand how much they're going to start to be those building blocks of rebuilding that trust within yourself. You know, try this out for even just 90 days. Try it out for 60 days. Try it out for 30 days of you actually having a goal, breaking it down into daily habits and routines that you can actually do each and every single day. Very bite-sized, very small. Do them every single day. Show up for yourself and watch how fast you regain that trust within yourself. Watch how much more confident you feel. Watch how much more belief and faith you have just in general on a daily basis. Watch how much more powerful and inspiring and motivating you are going to be to the people around you in your life. Watch people's reaction to your growth. And you'll see within yourself how much has changed. You'll see within yourself how much lighter you feel, how much more free you feel to just be you. Literally, just be you. With that being said, I'm excited to see you go out there, start rebuilding that trust within yourself. If this is your first time realizing that your trust was broken within yourself, because I know a lot of times the problem is that we don't know the problem. If this is your first time realizing that, I hope that this video helped you. I hope that this video was eye-opening and enlightening, and I hope this video encourages you to go out there and really lock in with yourself and achieve the goals that you put down on paper. Achieve the dreams and the visions that you put on your vision board. Go out there and get them. They're yours for the taking. And the world needs you. We need your voice. We need your perspective. We need your dreams to come true because they're connected to our dreams. Okay, girl? So get out there and get them done. With that being said, I will go ahead and wrap up this video here. If you enjoyed this video or videos like these, definitely be sure to let me know down in the comments and subscribe to this channel. And I will see you guys in my next video.